just don't have the energy for this. My head is on a different planet and I feel like I'm living a different life. I am unsubscribing from this drama.
Now, let's talk about the exciting news involving Kourtney Kardashian, who seems to be on the verge of creating her own Empire/Fox style. The rumors are true, and I'm here to spill the tea on this one. Kourtney deserves all the props for finally seeing the light, even if it took her a while to get there. But hey, better late than never, right? Now, before we delve into the juicy details of her journey, can we really blame her for taking this step? After all, Kim and Kris demonstrated how it's done with that unforgettable Dolce and Gabbana campaign. However, according to Kourtney, one of the shadiest moves the Kardashian clan pulled on her was interfering with her gig. She had worked hard to build that relationship for an impressive 5 years, with her wedding intended as the grand launch for it all, but unexpectedly, Kim and Kris managed to pull a fast one on her.
It's just legit copying my wedding. Like, everything that I did was like pulling like references of like 90s.
Kourtney and her talented stylist invested an incredible amount of effort, diving into the fashion archives to uncover jaw-dropping looks and masterfully styling those pieces in a way that was unparalleled. However, what she received in return was nothing short of a huge slap in the face. Kim and Kris shamelessly hijacked Kourtney's moment, stealing her thunder and transforming it into their own thing. It's difficult not to see it as shady behavior on their part. No wonder Kourtney is now eager to venture out on her own. I can't blame her one bit.
Out all these vibes from my wedding with looks that we so carefully curated.
Yeah.
And then putting it into the fashion show.
In my humble opinion, Dolce and Gabbana's actions were far from admirable. They saw a golden opportunity to increase their impact and did so at Kourtney's expense. They hurriedly sought out Kimberly, viewing her as a more significant figure in the industry, knowing that it would create a massive media frenzy. Well, how peachy for them. But let's address the real issue at hand. Kourtney's frustration. She raises a valid point. Why on earth would they do that? Surely they didn't need the money. And while they claim it's just business, shouldn't there be some loyalty when it comes to your own sister? I mean, come on.
Okay, so if I had called and said, hi, I really want to do this, what would you have said? I don't know. And I may have been like, my usual personality, because I don't really care about stuff like that, was to be like, oh my God, do it. Take the money and run. But because it was my wedding, it really wasn't business for me. It was such a special day. I feel like it takes away from the specialness. It feels awful that my sister used my wedding as a business opportunity. She chose the money over me.
Let's talk about something that has been widely discussed but often overlooked: the involvement of Kris Jenner, the mastermind herself, in Kourtney's screen time and career path. You see, with Kris managing Kourtney and Kim as her prominent clients, it undoubtedly had a significant impact on how things played out for Kourtney. Now, here's the thing: had it not been for Kris and Kim's influence, the situation could have been very different for Kourtney. She could have taken legal action against them for breaching their contract, even if it was just a verbal agreement. Intellectual property theft is a serious matter, and there were numerous legal avenues she could have pursued. But alas, because her mom was involved and Kim was pulling the strings, Kourtney was left with nothing but empty hands. It's a dirty game, my darlings, and it just goes to show the power dynamics at play in the entertainment industry.
I think it's about communication. Mom never mentioned it to me.
That's not,
and it's
but
also,
that's not fair. I don't think that's
fair.
fair.
Mom still never mentioned it, and Mom feels like she has, like, is entitled almost. I can't explain it. Like, she doesn't have to get my permission. And I'm like, no, of course, no one has to get my permission.
It's time to face the harsh truth. Kourtney has come to realize that there are limits to how high she can soar, regardless of the opportunities that come her way, whether handed to her by Kris or created on her own. At the end of the day, anything considered too big, extraordinary, or fantastic seems to be reserved for Kim. The hierarchy within the family is crystal clear, and now that Khloe is climbing up the ladder, she's also getting a piece of the action. According to sources, there was a jaw-dropping moment during Travis Barker's recent Blink-182 concert when Kourtney Kardashian made a pregnancy announcement. This was her way of sending a clear signal that she's ready to step away from the Kardashian empire and start nurturing her own brand. What's interesting is that she didn't even bother consulting the beloved Kardashian clan before making that announcement. Instead, she chose to do it right in the middle of the show, surrounded by thousands of fans on June 16th. Now, here's the kicker. It took a solid 48 hours for the rest of the Kardashian crew, including Kris and Khloe, to finally respond with a half-hearted "oh." That's great. As for Kim, she couldn't be bothered until the markets open on Saturday. Seriously, guys, the dynamics in this family are something else. Now, this is where things start to get really interesting. Apparently, Kourtney's recent actions are being labeled as very un-Kardashian. But you know what? She's had enough of their meddling in her life, and she's ready to take charge and break free. It seems she's reached a point where she no longer feels the need to be under their shadow. Kourtney has learned a lot from her momager, Kris Jenner. She's been on the show, played the game, and now she's done with it all. She's looking to pave her own way and build her own empire. It's fascinating to hear that she's been quietly expanding her brand. And guess what? She's even working on developing her own reality show.
Is Kourtney Kardashian quitting the Kardashians reality show? New reports suggest that Kourtney wants to move away from her family reality series and create a spin-off series with her husband Travis Barker and their family. She feels that she has learned everything she possibly can from Kris Jenner and the reality show. They also suggest that Kourtney has grown tired of fighting with her sister Kim and wants to concentrate on creating her own empire away from her siblings.
Yes, you heard it here first. The show is going to revolve around her, Travis, and their pregnancy journey. How exciting is that? Reports suggest that she might be quitting the Kardashians reality show to focus on creating this spin-off series with Travis and their family. It's clear that Kourtney wants to step away from the family reality series and concentrate on her own path. She's had her fair share of disagreements with Kim, and now she's looking to concentrate on her own journey without the sibling drama. Kourtney Kardashian and the rest of the Kardashian clan started since she got together with Travis in early 2021. It's evident that there has been some distance growing between them, but it's not because Kourtney is deliberately distancing herself. It seems like there has been some shade being thrown their way, mocking Kourtney and Travis's love. First, the family tried to imitate Kourtney and Travis's cuteness by having Kim hop on the Pete Davidson train. However, that attempt didn't quite hit the mark, and things went back to their shady ways. It's a shame to see this kind of behavior among family members. Now, let's address a particularly concerning incident where Kim had the audacity to talk behind Kourtney's back with Dolce and Gabbana, making negative comments about her. She even called Kourtney a drama queen and a jealous hater. It's shocking that such hurtful remarks were made during a business meeting on camera. That's just not right, Kim.
And she got so mad. She said, "You're trying to copy me," but she always tries to hate on the side. She's such a hater.
To add to the hurtful comments, Kourtney has been on the receiving end of jabs about being the least interesting to look at, and Kim even claimed that Kourtney was never sexy and didn't hold the family down. These comments are hurtful and unnecessary. And let's be clear, the whole notion that Kourtney isn't sexy is just absurd. Everyone has their own unique beauty, and it's not fair for Kim or anyone else to make such judgments. Kim's logic is totally twisted. She's basing Kourtney's attractiveness on the preferences of the men she's been with, and that's just not cool. I mean, come on, everyone's got their own unique charm, right? Kourtney has her own special allure that doesn't fit into Kim's narrow definition of sex appeal. And let's not forget, when Kim was with Kanye, it was all about that vulgarity. But Kourtney brings a different kind of allure, and that's totally okay. We should celebrate each other's individuality and not try to fit into someone else's box. It seems like Kim's insecurities might be fueling this whole notion that Kourtney isn't desirable, but seriously, that's just ridiculous. Kourtney is amazing in her own way, and we shouldn't be comparing or judging her based on anyone else's preferences. The exciting part is that Kourtney has found newfound empowerment since being with Travis. She's done with the drama and petty pranks. She's not playing along with her sister's games anymore and focusing on her own growth. Go, Kourtney. Kourtney is taking a break from the Kardashian empire, and Travis is right there, supporting her every step of the way. How amazing is that? Now, You know how it is with the internet. Everyone's got something to say. Some critics online are questioning why Kourtney would leave the Kardashian empire to build her own brand. They're skeptical about her potential success. But you know what? I'm curious to hear what you all think about this. Share your opinions in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Hit that bell icon so you'll never miss a video from us.